Ladies and gentlemen, welcome in to another CoupleCore Coaching lesson. I am Tom Cockrell, the founding father of CoupleCore Coaching. I am an accredited relationship coach with the Coaching Masters and the International Coaching Federation. And today we're going to be talking about parenting conflicts in marriage, how to address and resolve disagreements. That's right. I think this has definitely been one of the biggest challenges out there for me personally, and I know it happens to a lot of relationships out there. So this is definitely going on to the top 10 marital distress playlist that I have. If at any point you enjoy the video, then make sure you hit the thumbs up button and hit the subscription. I'd certainly appreciate it. Thank you. Let's get on with the show. Understanding parenting conflicts in marriage. So parenting conflicts arise when couples have differing approaches to raising children. These disagreements can stem from different values, discipline methods, or expectations. And this is why it is such a common cause of problems in a marital household, especially when there's new children, because it's a new area you haven't really tried yet, and especially with your first child, and there's a lot of different challenges that from being a baby to a toddler to a child, to a teenager, to a grown adult, that every couple have to face, and there will be differences of opinion 100%. So, what are the common causes of parenting conflict? Differing parenting styles. Some are strict, some are lenient, and this might all go on the premise, fathers might be harder on the sons, mothers might be harder on the daughters, mummy's boy, daddy's little girl sort of thing. So it all can depend, but it's down to you as the individual about who is strict and who is lenient, which can also lead onto the disagreement on discipline methods. That's right, like I said, you and your partner are very different people. Are different people. You're married, you love each other, but your parenting styles and your discipline methods might be completely different. And it can have conflicting values or expectations for the children. Exactly. Some people might just want the kids to grow up to be a good person, be happy. Some people might want them to be like the top of the class. They want to be top business. They want them to be so successful in their careers, and they might have a strict routine. It all depends on you as the individual, but those two different expectations can cause conflicts. Inconsistent rules of boundaries. Exactly, it might not have too much structure within your household. Again, every household's different, but this can be a common cause to your parenting conflict. And of course, the lack of communication about parenting roles. Now, I've said this on many of my lessons, the lack of communication is absolutely a fundamental piece to your relationship. You have to have a good, solid communication throughout your marriage about any topic that may arise, including parenting conflicts. So what effect can this have to your relationship? Well, it can cause increased tension and stress between partners. The children are going to get very mixed messages and inconsistent discipline. That's right, they're not going to know what's going on. They might avoid one parent and go for the lighter parent, the one who's a bit more on the softer side, which can then lead to resentment building over a perceived lack of support. That's right, if you're not united together, then there will lead to resentment between the mum and the dad. It's what we're talking about here, the husband and wife, the mum and the dad. You do not want to be divided, which can lead on to the very unfortunate emotional disconnection between spouses. Now, when you start to get emotionally disconnected, that is going down a very dark and dangerous road on your relationship, which needs to be addressed, whether you like it or not. It needs to be addressed, and it needs to be resolved and fixed. If you're watching this video, then well done you for taking positive action towards your relationship, and I certainly hope these lessons do help you. My name is Tom Cockrell, the founder of CoupleCore Coaching. I am officially an accredited relationship coach by the Coaching Masters and International Coaching Federation. And if at any point you enjoy the videos, then please feel free to like the channel, hit the subscription and ring that notification bell, because I promise you we are going to help you get to the bottom of saving your relationship and giving a better relationship for you. Thank you very much. So how to resolve parenting conflicts? Well, we have to make sure we have regular discussions about parenting roles and decisions. That's right. If you are in a place where you are having a lot of arguments and disagreements about the way you raise your children, then you must have those regular discussions. Talk to each other away from the children. Make sure that is a big one. Make sure you have the discussion away from the children where you can discuss, come to a firm decision together. This is the big one. Present a united front to the children. That's right. It is, as much as you want to be the good guy or the good mum, you have to present a united front to the children. You have to agree behind closed doors and then agree together in front of them. Not only is that so important for you guys, but it's important for the children to see, because they will then see you as a united team. You are in this together. You are rocking, you are the best thing since sliced bread. And not only that, it will teach them some quality values when they grow up and they become an adult and they get into their own relationship, about how to have that united front together. Be open to compromise and understanding your partner's perspective. Yes, this is where it leads into a very sort of emotionally mature relationship here. You have to understand that you're not going to be always right. It can be very difficult to understand your partner's perspective on the situation, but you have to try and really understand it. And this is on both sides as well. They have to try and understand your perspective. You have to understand their perspective. So you can come to that compromise and that middle ground to really think about what is best for the child. That works for both of you as well. Now, of course, children don't stay the same age. Their needs change, their requirements change, and in that process, your parenting strategies for children will need to change. So make sure you reassess those strategies together, that you are both comfortable with yourselves, and that will work best for your household. Now, family is the absolute bloodline in a relationship. This is the core place. This is your home. This is your happiness, your safety, your security, your place of love, and just everything about it should be beautiful. And I can't stress just how bloody wonderful it is. So if it is got to a place where you cannot do it by yourselves, then please feel free to seek the professional help of coaches like myself, or counselors, or professional family therapists, because they are all out there, ladies and gentlemen. And like I said, that home is so important, because just statistically, children do better in their own lives if mum and dad stay strong together and they make that good solid household, those good ethics, those good life lessons to take away with them. So I can't stress enough just how important it is on these little sort of subjects, but how much of a massive effect it can lead to not only your lives but your children's lives. So make sure that if you really struggle to do it, do not give up. Seek the professional help if you need to. So tips for harmonious parenting: establish clear, consistent rules and consequences together. The key word there is together. You have to make sure that, as I said earlier, you have that united front, depending on what age your kids are, what sort of rules you as the parents decide. Make sure they are clear, consistent, and just as importantly, show respect for each other's parenting style. That's right, there are very different types of parenting styles. For me, in some situations, I'm the more lenient one, but in another scenario, I might be the more strict one. As for my wife, in some situations, might be the more strict one, and again, the more lenient one. It depends on the situation and scenario, but we use that to sort of bounce off each other, to come to that middle ground, to figure out how the best way to go about raising the children is, and again, more importantly, making that united front when we do make those decisions. But we respect each other's each other's styles in that process as well. Communicate openly about challenges and expectations. That's right, communication, ladies and gentlemen. I will say it every single lesson. Communication is absolutely key to marriage. It is the defining point. You have to communicate. So communicate about challenges and expectations. That's right. Try and figure out what challenges are going to come your way in the future, so you can prepare for them, so you can embrace them. Because like I said, there's many stages to raising a child. I mean, at the moment, my eldest is 15, my youngest is 9. So I've gone through the good stage. The teenage years is definitely what I was most worried about, and it's actually been quite a pleasure, I can say that, which I feel bloody happy to say, because we all know what it's like. We know with teenagers. I have been absolutely blessed with a wonderful teenager and 2 other children that are going to be wonderful teenagers when they get to that, and I'm sure they're going to be wonderful adults. So brace yourself for the change of challenges and expectations. Take turns in handling parental responsibilities. That's right. It's not always fair for dad to be the bad guy or mum to be the bad guy, or vice versa on the good guys. So take turns in the parental responsibilities. And this one, absolutely key. Always back each other up, especially in front of the children. That's right, that united front, as I said earlier, is so key, so powerful. And not only that, it will make your partner have so much more respect for you because you're backing them up, and they're backing you up. You'll respect them more. So back each other up in this. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching this lesson. I hope you have learned something from it. If there is anything that you feel I might have missed, or you want to ask more questions about it, then feel free to drop it in my emails. It's in the description a little below, along with my social media handles. Feel free to message me on any of those. If you feel like you want to get hold of me or want to know more, then please feel free. And if at any point you enjoyed the video, then make sure you leave the thumbs up button and hit the subscription as well. I certainly would appreciate it for this sort of new channel that I've created. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Tom Cockrell from CoupleCore Coaching. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day. Stay happy in your relationship.